What it do, man? It's your boy Josh. We're back up in this thing with another one. We woke up this morning. It's another beautiful day. All praise to the Most High, man. Let's get it. Guys, I cannot explain or emphasize the importance enough of believing in yourself by not counting yourself out. That is simply the first step and the only step. You want to know how you can be consistent? Is believe that you have the capability of being consistent. You want to know that if you can be successful, is to believe that you can be successful. You want to know that if you can have a peaceful and prosperous life, is by believing you can have a life filled with peace and prosperity. The first step is to believe. And the quick reason as to why I know you don't believe is because you put so much emphasis, so much thought, so much energy into the things that go exactly against it. That goes exactly against believing yourself. That actually makes you count yourself out. Now, you guys have probably heard the cliche saying, oh, always believe in yourself, but it's become so cliche that you guys don't even see how powerful that is to believe. I'm going to tell you exactly how powerful it is. The man who thinks he can and the man who thinks he cannot, they are both right. They are both right. The man who thinks he can is right, and the man who thinks he cannot is right. As long as you believe that you can, then you can. The second that you don't believe that you can is the second that you don't. And a good reason or a good scenario that I'm about to portray out for you guys is, say for example, I wanted to start a business, and the first thought that I have to go ahead and tell myself before I start this business is that I believe this business can be exactly what I want it to be. This business can be as successful as I want it to be. Tell yourself that and believe in that. Because on the flip side of doing that, doing the absolute opposite is saying I can make this business go perfectly or be successful only if this goes right, this goes right, this goes right, and this goes right. So when it comes to you formulating your business, putting your plan together, you're using your own rationale, you're using your own logic, you're using your own understanding to tell you that what you're trying to do is impossible. Yeah, man, they say the businesses don't normally, see profit for the first 2 years. Oh man, they say usually the first business everybody does, it fails. Who is telling you all of these things? Who said that this was true? Who said this was law? Who said what law, what jurisdiction, what legislative, where is this written at in black and white? It's not written anywhere. It's just a thought. It's a belief that you have the ability to either choose to believe in or not choose to believe in. If you choose to believe that you can't do it because of X, Y, and Z reason, that is exactly why you won't succeed. And then you get surprised when it doesn't succeed. No, I'm going to let you know exactly where your first misstep was. It was your faith. It was your lack of belief in your plan. I get it. How am I going to be a successful entrepreneur, business owner, X, Y, and Z? How am I going to do that? Don't try to figure all that out. Just focus on what's in your control. As long as you focus on trying to make the business in tune and in line with what you saw, with your vision, that's the only thing you should worry about. Don't worry about the problems and the things that may happen that are outside of your control. Believe in yourself that you will be able to conquer those problems. When you believe in those problems more than you believe in yourself, you tend to focus more on those problems, even though you have no control over it. Everybody is going to be faced with problems. Everybody is going to be faced with mishaps, but you have the ability to choose either this is going to stop me, slow me down, or this is what's going to trampoline me. This is what's going to transcend me to the next level. Your thought, whatever you do decide to choose to believe in, you must understand that whatever you believe, you will be right. You will be right. So the second that you say, you know what, maybe I can't do this because look at all these things that are happening. People say this, people say that. What if the numbers, it's not adding up? How am I going to do this? You're going ahead and you're putting your intention and focus on the reasons as to why you can't achieve it. That'll be the main reason as to why you can't achieve it. As long as you believe, you have to understand that you will walk as if it's already done. You will experience problems as just what they are, as simple problems. Simple problems that come with simple solutions. Complex problems that may come up with complex solutions. But all of your problems, you would address it the same way, that this is a problem that just needs to be something to be solved. What, you thought that you was going to have it all figured out? You thought it was all going to be perfect straight up from the jump? That you wasn't going to have to fix something? That you wasn't going to have to fine tune something? Or you think you wasn't going to have to develop something to be better? As if you knew it all? As if there was nothing for you to learn? Oh, these problems are placed in front of me because this is how I'm trying to learn. Now notice that whenever you, say for example, are faced with that same problem in the future, you're already more equipped because you went through it the first time. Every single time I'm at work, I see different single problems, but the best problems I love to encounter is the problems that I've already handled before in the past. Because why? Because they're problems, but they don't cause me to have any sort of stress, any sort of anxiety, because I already know how this is going to end. I already know the solution, or I know exactly how to get there. See, the belief, the confidence that I have, that same belief, that same confidence needs to be instilled in you from the day you start to the day that you don't finish, to the day that you die. Your confidence when it comes to fixing problems is that, okay, if I don't know it now, I'm eventually going to know it. And once I know it, I'm going to have the tools that are there to help equip me to be able to take care of these problems in the future. Stop making it seem like because you faced with problems, that's the reason as to why you won't be successful. No, it's how you face these problems is what will determine on how you'll be successful, because a lot of you guys allow these problems to change your belief, to change your faith. And the only way that you can really exercise true faith and true belief is when you can believe in it, even though it logically does not make sense. Because that's the problem. You guys have tried to logically try to make sense out of everything and try to say, oh, no, I can't get that because of logically. I can get that because of logically. Don't lean on your own understanding. That's what the Most High tells you. He says, do not lean on your own understanding. Trust and rely on my understanding and what I have set for you. Just do what I'm asking you to do. But do not lean on your own understanding. Do not try to figure out the things that you don't know how to figure out. The reason why you don't know how to figure them out, or the things that are outside of your control and you trying to wonder it, don't try to worry on that, because it's not on your understanding to figure it out. It's not meant for you to focus on this. The one thing that you can focus on are the things that are inside of your control. And what you have control over is what you have control over to believe. You have the control to believe in what you believe in. And every single day that you've woken up in a depression, you've woke up feeling unhappy, you woke up feeling sad, it's because you chose to feel sad. It's because you chose to feel that way. Why is that? It's because you are tending to focus on the things that are negative and do not bring positivity to your life. Things that bring negative things to your life are things that you quickly annotate that you're lacking in your life. And when you are focusing on the things that you're lacking, it's going to be hard for you to express gratitude. It's going to be hard for you to express thankfulness. And expressing gratitude and being thankful for certain things put things into perspective, which puts you in a better mood. You start to look and focus on the things that you do have. You start to look and focus on the things that are in your possession. And instead of you overlooking that, you actually hone in and think about that. And you're like, you know what, man, life is good. There's no reason as to why I need to choose and be sad. Look at all the things that have went right in my life. Look at all the things that will have the ability to go right in the future. Adopt that mindset, adopt that choice, and see how your life plays out in the future. You know how bad things always tend to happen to people all the time? Like every single time, it's always something bad happening, because that is what they focus their energy on. That is where they focus their time and energy on. It's just focusing on negative things, negative actions. That is why it freaking happens to them. Whenever something does go good to them, they never say, oh man, this is something that's good. They say, oh, this was just lucky. This was just a one-off. This wasn't supposed to happen to me. That's how they address positivity. But when it comes to being negative, they have no problem being negative. That's what they do. So imagine yourself thinking of these thoughts, thinking negatively, not believing in yourself, not counting yourself in, constantly counting yourself out, you constantly thinking that, and you believe and walk as if that is true, how can good things happen for you? No, good things can happen for you if you believe that good things can happen to you and should happen to you. Why? Is because you've reflected and you've realized and annotated all of the good things that's happened to you in the past. When you focus on that, watch how your life in the future, because you tend to focus on the positive, watch how more good things happen to you. Watch how easily it is, or watch how much you gain the skill or acquire the practice of pointing out things that are actually making your life good and making your life great. See, I could have got up complaining and, saying, oh, I don't got this and I don't got that and this and that. But bro, how can I say that if I'm sitting in a $50,000 truck? I had the ability to go buy a $50,000 and it'd look clean too. What do I look like if I got two loving parents at home that shower me with love and will do anything I ask for at any moment's notice? What do I look like complaining when it's like God has given me so many people in my life and given me so many opportunities and position? The only reason why I'm here is because of God's grace, man. What do I look like complaining and focusing on that energy and time on all the things that I may be lacking at? Look at how I'm living, bro. I'm winning in life. I've been winning and I will continue to live or continue to win. You guys have got to stop focusing your control or thinking that the world is in control of you. No, you are in control. When it comes to your life, when it comes to the world, the reality that you live in, you have full control over it, bro. You do. You really do. And I'm gonna let you know is because the reason why you don't know this is because you don't believe in yourself. You're the guy that keeps saying, I can't. Well, if you keep saying you can't, if you're saying it won't be done for you, I mean, I don't claim to be the smartest guy in the room or the smartest guy, but if that's what you believe and that's what you have chosen to believe, nobody made you feel that way, you've chosen to feel that way, then how can something good happen for you? How can it? How can it? Why should you start working out? You think that working out's going to help everybody else except for you. Why should you start a business? You think it's going to fail. I don't blame you. The problem is not the world. The problem is you and your belief and what you choose to believe in. You continue to choose to believe that girls don't want you. You quickly choose to believe that you're not good enough to have a girlfriend. If you believe that, then as a betting man, I'd bet you probably won't get a girlfriend. Guys going out to seek what they want, they don't say that I can't get it and then expect to get it. That's silly. That's silly. I'm gonna let you know right now, the only way that you can get it is if you adopt the mindset and the attitude and you become the person that's worthy of getting it. You have the ability to choose to be that guy. I'm letting you know, that guy that automatically believes, yeah, it can't be for me, or I can't do it, I'm just not good enough. That will be the guy that will consistently live his life in the same spot and not get any better. Why? Because he counts himself out every single time. He doesn't have to depend on the world to count himself out. He counts himself out. The world doesn't have to do anything if you won't try. The world can't reject you if you don't try. But yet you blaming it all on the world for the world being the way it is. It's all on you. You have been rejecting yourself a blessing. You have been self-sabotaging yourself by telling yourself, if you are upset and sad and life is not great, you are choosing to wake up and let that be your reality. You can literally sit there and say, man, life is good and life is going to be better in the future. I'm not going to allow this to make me mad anymore. I'm done with this. I'm going to put myself in situations where I am going to be thinking more positively. I'm going to remove myself from an environment that continues to make me think that so part of the reason as to why you guys may be possibly thinking this way is because you guys have possibly been in an environment where they told you that this was the truth. Somebody told you that you weren't good enough. Somebody told you that you weren't capable of. Somebody told you that you were ugly. That was just their thoughts, but you do not have to believe in that. Who are they? Who are they to say that you can't do that? You're talking about another person who is their first time of living, who who is their first, and they don't know all the answers and they don't have it all put it. You believe what they say as opposed to what I'm telling you? What I'm telling you is that there is a way out. What I'm telling you is that the way out is just simply making a decision for yourself. Instead of saying you can't, instead of saying you won't, instead of saying you don't have the ability, reverse it and say the exact opposite of that day. Say the exact opposite of that. Say I can do it. Say I am capable of doing it. And then when you have that belief, you will start to act and move in a way that is in accordance with that belief. I believe that I can lose weight and get in shape and obtain my dream body. I believe that. So since I believe that, then I must also believe that the actions and the tasks and the things that I do on a day-to-day basis can facilitate towards that. Once you start acting and walking as if you are that fit person, what would that fit person do? Who I want to be, what would that person do? They would do this every single day. They would feel like this. You need to go ahead and adopt those same exact feelings and those same exact practices that fit person would do. You do that long enough with consistency, it'll be inevitable for you to automatically just become the fit guy that you always imagine yourself of being. That is the same case in everything you do in life. As long as you believe it can be done, then it can be done. The second that you try to lean on your own understanding, try to use your own logic, try to say, yeah, it's not possible, that is the second that it truly becomes impossible for you. I mentioned in my last video about Michael Jordan getting cut. Michael Jordan got cut, but it did not change his belief. He believed that he was one of the best basketball players in the world, even when nobody else believed. He still believed. Can you imagine at some point when Michael Jordan was growing up, if he ever believed in the thought of, man, I can't do it, do you think he would have honestly become the greatest basketball player of all time? As throughout that entire process, while he was at North Carolina, while he was with the Bulls, he said, man, I can't do this. I can't do this. I can't do this. This is too much for me. This is too hard. That's too far-fetched. If he had thought of that, do you think that he would have been as successful as? No, he would not have. The only reason why he became as great as he is because at minimum, he was the person that believed in himself. He believed in himself. Because he probably could have said, yeah, I'm going to be the best player of all time to a whole bunch of people. And they said, oh, that's so sweet. You sound so optimistic. And they would play that card of not believing you. But as long as you believe, then that's the only thing that matters. They can either choose to believe or not believe. It does not matter or dictate or tell you exactly who you are. What determines who you are is based on who you say you are. The type of person of who you are is based on who you say you are. And you can be whatever it is you want to be in this world. You just first have to believe that you can do it. And if you believe you can do it, you will act and do things that are in accordance with that belief. It's that simple. It's that simple. You guys have got to stop giving the world so much power over you. The world does not have that much power over you. The power is how you respond to the world. Are you the type of guy that gets dumped or get told, yeah, you're not good enough by the world, and then you adopt that same mindset? Or are you the type of guy that has that dog in them that says, you know what, do whatever they said, I'm not listening to them. I still feel like I'm the greatest. I can be great. So I'm going to, with that belief that I'm having, I'm going to make it sure it stays consistent, and I'm going to keep grinding, and I'm going to keep digging. And eventually through time, they're going to believe in the same thing that I believe in, but they don't need to believe in it in order for you to believe in it. They can choose to believe in it when they feel like it, but the only way that this can get kickstarted, that this can get done, is if you believe in it. And you need to believe in it consistently, even when it seems logically like it's not working out in your favor. Because the second that you say, you know what, this problem may be a little bit bigger, that's when you give the power back to the world. That's when that problem, say for example, that problem was a human being, and they said, man, I'm about to go ahead and oppose Josh. I'm going to stand in front of Josh. I'm going to try to stop him with this problem that I'm bringing to him. Let me see if I can do it. And the second that you say, you know what, the problem's too big, I can't do it, that's when the problem gets to say, yes, I get to go without a fight. He's not going to fight me. He's not going to go against me. But what makes it hard for the problem is when you say, you know what, I'm going to push back. I'm not going to allow this to stop me. And that's when you give the power back to you. And you realize that the problem, the external factor, wasn't never in control to begin with. It could have maybe showed up in your face, but you have the ability to move it out of the way. You have that ability, and I want you to choose to move that problem out of the way. When people bring problems up to me, I don't sit there and try to focus and dwell on the problems. I try to focus my energy and time and effort on trying to get to the solution, because that's what's important to me. The negativity and the things associated with the problem, I don't care. Tell me what I got to do to get back in tune and get back in aligned with the version of myself that I want to be. The version of myself where I'm at peace. Oh, the version that if I'm a guy that's, about being at peace and living a nice life that's, at peace. Like I said, when I'm addressed with problems, I don't allow those problems to simply affect my mood or affect my peace. I refuse to allow it. Instead, what I do is I focus my time and energy on trying to figure out how to solve it so I can extinguish this problem, extinguish this negativity from my life so that I can get back to peace. The longer that I dwell on this problem, to bring up this problem and put all my attention on this problem and focusing on that problem and keep pointing it out and complaining about it, that's me focusing on negative things that do not make my life better. I'm going to focus my time and energy on things that do get my life better. But it's all up to you guys. Your thought, your belief in yourself is all that matters. If you believe it can get done, it will get done. If you don't believe it can get done, it won't get done. It's just that simple. Stop waking up choosing to not believe in yourself. I know it's a cliche saying, but bro, I need you to intentionally, deliberately think about what I'm telling you. I need you to choose yourself. I need you to believe in yourself. Stop counting yourself out. It does not matter what anybody told you beforehand. What matters is what you choose to do right now in this moment. The past is the past. The past cannot help you right now. The past does us no justice right now. Focusing on the past of what they said and what has happened does not help us get to where we want to go. Where is it that we want to go? If we want to get there, focusing on the past and what happened on the past is not going to get us there. It's all up to you though. And so I hope this video helps. Before you guys leave, please make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, share the video. I'ma holler at y'all boys.